I quit my job on a whim, and maybe you should do the same. So I just got back from Mexico, reported into my job, and this was a couple weeks ago. Um, as I was driving around town, after being in Mexico, beautiful beaches. Granted, it's not going to be the same. You're going to have to get used to going back into work. But I really could not get into it. I was like, wow, this is my life. I go and drive around here and get dead rats and kill cockroaches. I do pest control. Anyways, on my third day back, my manager decided to randomly stop by and give me a visit. He found me in the city that I work, in my route, and I hadn't shaved. And we have a shaving policy. So basically, I ran to a Safeway, which is a grocery store, bought a shaver, and shaved my beard. We can have a mustache, but no beard. Stupid. So I'm pissed. I finally meet up with him. I got some like razor cuts, and he just starts talking so much smack. He's like, "Hey, you're doing a really bad job." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I've been picking up hours. I work like 60 hours, a week. I'm also covering because we're really short-handed. So, with that saturation of work, I asked him, "Don't you think I might cut some corners occasionally?" So, he did not want to see it my way and basically threatened me with my job. And that's kind of when I just knew it. I was done at that point. So, I gave him my 2 weeks' notice. When I got back in my truck and drove away from my manager, I felt this huge weight get released from my shoulders. But I was also scared. But that release, it was so much more in comparison than the fear. So, really, you have one life. Just like me. We all have one life, correct? That we know of right now. I'm asking you, why would you want to be miserable every day? Because I know I was. Waking up, before my alarm. Waking up, already getting anxiety about this job, what I have to do. My heart's already beating a little bit. Wouldn't it be nice to not, I don't know, have a morning where you're not stressed during the week, you know? In addition, let's say, right now you're working a job. You're getting paid to do something that you dislike, okay? Like, your heart's not in it, be it construction, I don't know, carpentry. I'm just throwing some stuff out there because I know a lot of guys like to work construction. Imagine how much more you can provide for yourself and others by diving into work that involves emotional passion. And I also wrote down obsession because that's kind of how I see it for me. Like, what I like, I'm almost obsessed, if not obsessed. I feel like obsessed sounds a little unhealthy, but maybe it's not. Who knows? So if you're getting paid to do something that you hate or like maybe half like, how much more would you be able to get in return? I'm not just talking money, but other stuff, satisfaction, love from people, a lot less negativity going around in your head and your heart. You're gonna get paid, or you can get paid by pursuing your passions, what you love doing. People are gonna reward you for that. To make my last point, I just want to ask you, how much money do you really need? Like, actually need? I know that personally, I was probably just working my job for that extra income so that I could buy weed, expensive dinners, nice clothes, guns, whatever. Money is very cyclical, You know, it goes in a cycle. It'll come and it'll go. But what tends to stay the same is what's in here. If you're not changing your life, so your passion. If you know you're working a job you hate, are you gonna have passion and enthusiasm for life? Probably not. So don't just take the road of clocking in and out and working towards the weekend, you know, so you can hang out with your buddies, get drunk, whatever. Also stuff I used to do. Instead, start valuing your time and your emotions and your happiness more than money. And that's another good way to look at it.